things. I love gadgets, I love machines, and I love the physiology as it applies to engineering. Physiology of the lungs was really cool. Pressures, flows, volumes, gas movement.
As an internationally revered expert on respiratory life support and mechanical lung ventilation, Neil MacIntyre is considered by many as the father of lung pressure support. But he is quick to deflect that title.
I'm not the father of pressure support. I'm the midwife of pressure support. There was a big team of engineers that I happened to get involved with.
He has been at the forefront of pioneering work that includes original studies on aerosol delivery in intubated patients, has contributed to mechanical innovations that have helped to decrease mortality and informed improvements on ventilation for COVID-19 patients.
Back in the early 80s, we developed a very novel form of respiratory support that was installed on the servo ventilator initially, something nobody had ever thought of before. And now it's on every ventilator around the world.
MacIntyre was recruited to Duke in 1981 by James Crapo, the head of the Pulmonary Function Lab and Respiratory Therapy Services. In 1985, MacIntyre founded the internationally recognized Duke Pulmonary Rehabilitation Program. He is the principal investigator in the NIH-funded Acute Respiratory Distress Syndrome Network clinical trials. His first study proved revolutionary.
The ventilatory pattern we had been using for the previous 30 years put patients at risk for what we call ventilator-induced lung injury. And we came up with a scheme to protect the lung and found a really significant drop in mortality, shortened ICU stays.
In 2016, MacIntyre was selected as a giant in chest medicine by the American College of Chest Physicians, which in 2020 named him their college medalist, the organization's highest honor. As a revered mentor at Duke University, he has been awarded the Senior Faculty Teaching Award.
It's really one of the most rewarding things you can do. Take a young mind that's very enthused and very fertile ground and get them set up in such a way that they can be lifelong learners.
MacIntyre and his wife Suzanne have been married for 50 years. They have 6 children and 6 grandchildren. Long ago, for their honeymoon, the couple took a mission trip to the backwoods of Haiti, where they helped to care for infectious disease and trauma patients.
It probably was one of the best ways to start a marriage I could possibly think of.
MacIntyre says raising his family in Durham and working for Duke is something he is deeply grateful for.
They've given me the resources and the time to do things. I guess I met their expectations because they seemed to like keeping me around.